Welcome to the first edition of NBC Newsmakers for the 2010-2011 school year. For some who buy lunch in the school's cafeteria, changes in the menu came as a surprise on the first day. Cassie Gerhardstein fills you in with all the lunch updates.
The beginning of every new school year brings with it some hot-button issues that get students talking. And this year is no exception, as the halls are buzzing with talk of the cafeteria's new menu changes. While some may enjoy the new healthier options, it's leaving others wondering why so many changes. After removing MHS favorites, senior Amanda Matson was disappointed when she realized some of her favorite choices were no longer available.
They had the big cookies, so those were good, and also they had a salad bar, and they always had sandwiches, and this year none of that is really there anymore.
With all the commotion surrounding some of the changes, it's easy to blame the cafeteria staff, who are often caught in the middle.
I have noticed some hostility, but not to the extent that I expected. I really thought the boys would lash out more, but it's been pretty equal with boys and girls. Well, the biggest thing was probably the cookies. The big cookies are missed terribly. And it seems to have calmed down. The acceptance of the smaller cookie with the better nutritional value. We do feel like we're caught in the middle, a little who's done this, and we just point fingers.
While the cafeteria staff seem to get blamed, nutrition supervisor Darlene Hicks says many of the decisions regarding lunches are based on government standards.
Primary reason that a lot of things disappeared from the menu this year is based upon the fact that state and federal legislation gave very clear directives on what food items in the school environment could contain. The fact that some of our items were higher in fat and sodium and sugar than the standards allowed for required that we find replacement items. We didn't want to eliminate them altogether because we know they're student favorites, but the things that we did eliminate, we tried to leave in place a healthier version, like the new My Fries. We have always fried fries in trans fat-free oil, but we now have a fry that absorbs 25% less of the oil, so the fat content is lower. Also, the new cookies that are a healthier option because they're 51% whole grain. And one of the directives that we've received at the state and federal level is that we need to incorporate more whole grains.
There are always those controversial issues that get students talking. Issues like parking, cell phones, and dress code. But when you start messing with students' lunches, you're really getting into sensitive territory when you consider satisfying the appetites of nearly 4,000 hungry students. I'm Cassie Gerhardstein, NBC News.